Welcome to the Best Mechanical Keyboards Awards show, where I will be rewarding each of these mechanical keyboards with exactly what they deserve. Links to all of these mechanical keyboards will be in the description below. Let's go. Most overrated, Corsair K100 RGB. The Corsair K100 RGB is a beast of a keyboard with all the bells and whistles, and I'm not convinced it's worth the hefty $230 price tag. Sure, the optical mechanical switches with their 1mm actuation point are incredibly responsive, and the IQ-controlled wheel is a neat addition, but after using it for a while, I found many features feel gimmicky rather than practical. The keyboard is absolutely massive, taking up way too much desk space, and while the PBT keycaps and detachable wrist rests are nice touches, the OPX switches are surprisingly loud for typing sessions. I appreciate the customization options and the 4000Hz polling rate, but most gamers won't notice the difference from standard 1000Hz keyboards. Trendsetter, Wooting 60HE Plus. The Wooting 60HE Plus completely changed how I think about gaming keyboards with its Hall effect switches that detect full switch motion with incredible 0.1mm accuracy. I was blown away by how I could fine-tune the actuation point of each key individually, giving me unprecedented control in competitive games. The 60% layout saves tons of desk space, and despite its compact size, the build quality is exceptional with high-quality PBT keycaps that feel fantastic under my fingers. The rapid trigger feature is a game changer for FPS titles, and I noticed my movement in games felt more fluid and precise than with any other keyboard I've tested. While it lacks wrist rest and wireless connectivity, this keyboard has become the go-to choice for professional gamers for good reason. Most underrated, Keychron V3 Max. The Keychron V3 Max is seriously the best value mechanical keyboard I've used, offering premium features at just $99 that blow away competitors twice its price. The TKL layout strikes the perfect balance between desk space and functionality, and the typing experience with the Gator switches is absolutely sublime. Each keystroke produces this satisfying mid to high pitched tap that sounds amazing without being annoying. I love that it offers both 2.4 GHz wireless and Bluetooth 5.1 connectivity with a solid 4000 mAh battery that lasted me weeks between charges. The gasket mount design with PC plate delivers a softer, quieter typing experience, and the south-facing RGB LEDs look great with the double-shot PBT keycaps. My only complaints are the awkwardly placed volume knob and some PCB flex in the corners, but these are minor issues for such an incredible keyboard at this price point. Best bang for your buck. LemoKey P1HE. I've been using the LemoKey P1HE for a few weeks now, and honestly it's incredible value for what you're getting. The Hall effect switches feel amazingly smooth and responsive, with that satisfying typing experience that rivals keyboards twice its price. I love how I can adjust the actuation point of individual keys, which has given me a noticeable edge in FPS games. The build quality is outstanding with its aluminum case and multiple layers of sound dampening that make it surprisingly quiet for such a premium feeling keyboard. Battery life is solid too. I've been getting around 50 hours with RGB on, and the wireless connection has been rock solid whether I'm gaming or just typing away. Looks cool, does nothing. Alienware Pro Wireless Gaming Keyboard. I wanted to love the Alienware Pro Wireless Gaming Keyboard with its sleek aluminum design and those fancy transparent switches that make the RGB lighting pop. But man, it's all style and little substance for $200. The keyboard feels premium in hand with its aircraft-grade aluminum body, but the polling rate is capped at just 1000Hz when competitors are pushing way beyond that. The linear switches feel nice enough with their talky sound, but there's nothing revolutionary here that justifies the price tag. While the battery life is impressive at up to 798 hours with RGB off, and the hot-swappable switches are a nice touch, I found myself constantly wishing it had a volume knob instead of those awkward media keys. And seriously, no wrist rest included at this price point? Trying too hard, Keychron Q11. The Keychron Q11 is one of those keyboards that looks amazing on paper, but feels like it's over-engineered in practice. I appreciate that split design that's supposed to reduce shoulder strain, but setting it up just right takes a more fiddling than I have patience for. The build quality is undeniably premium with its full CNC machined aluminum body, and the gasket mount design does create a nice typing feel. But at $205 for the fully assembled model, it's priced way too high for what it delivers. The hot-swappable switches and QMK VIA support are great for keyboard enthusiasts who want to tinker, but for everyday use, I found myself constantly adjusting the two halves, trying to find the perfect position that never quite materialized. It's a keyboard that trying to solve problems I didn't know I had. The GOAT, Keychron Q3 Max. I've been using the Keychron Q3 Max for a few weeks now, and I'm absolutely blown away by how complete this package is. The TKL layout gives me plenty of desk space while keeping all the essential keys I need. The machined aluminum case is incredibly solid, weighing in at over 2 kilograms, which gives it a premium feel that stays put on my desk. Those Jupiter red switches are buttery smooth right out of the box thanks to being pre-looped, and combined with the gasket mount and internal foam layers, typing on this thing sounds downright creamy. What really sets the K3 Max apart is its versatility. I can connect via USB-C, Bluetooth, or 2.4 GHz wireless, and the battery life has been impressive even with RGB turned on. For anyone looking to step up their keyboard game, this is truly the complete package. Shut up and take my money. Asus ROG Azoth. When I first unboxed the ROG Azoth, I was immediately impressed by its 75% exploded layout that gives me all the essential keys without taking up too much desk space. The build quality is absolutely premium with a cool to-the-touch metal top panel, and the gasket mounting with 3 layers of dampening foam makes typing feel and sound incredible. That OLED display at the top is more than just eye candy. I've been using it to check system info and quickly adjust settings with 3-way control knob. The pre-looped switches and stabilizers make every keystroke smooth and consistent, and I love that I can hot swap them if I want to try something different. At $250, it's definitely an investment, but after using it for gaming and daily typing, I can confidently say this is one of the best mechanical keyboards I've ever used. The Overachiever NeoFi Air 60HE. I've been using the NeoFi Air 60HE for a couple of weeks, and I'm amazed at how much they've packed into this low-profile keyboard. This is the world's first low-profile keyboard with Hall effect switches, and the Magnetic Jade Pro switches are incredibly smooth with surprising travel depth for such a thin board. The aluminum top case and internal silicone dampening give it a nice weight despite its compact 60% layout, and the sound is almost soothing. Seriously, one of the best sounding low-profile keyboards I've used. The 8000 Hz polling rate is overkill but ensures zero input lag, and the ability to set actuation points as low as 0.01mm is absolutely ridiculous for gaming. My only real complaint is that it's wired only, which seems like a missed opportunity for a keyboard this portable, but the performance more than makes up for it. Most innovative, Razer Huntsman V3 Pro TKL. I've been blown away by the Huntsman V3 Pro TKL's incredible gaming performance. This thing is lightning fast. The rapid trigger mode and snap tap features give me such a competitive edge in FPS games, letting me counter-strafe in CS2 with unbelievable precision. I can customize the actuation point from 0.1mm to 4.0mm on a per-key basis, which has been a game changer for my gameplay. The build quality is tournament-ready and super lightweight, making it perfect for traveling to competitions. While it's definitely on the expensive side and the typing sound is quite loud, the gaming performance more than makes up for it if you're serious about competitive gaming. Guilty pleasure, Epomaker TH80 Pro. I've been using the Epomaker TH80 Pro for a few weeks now, and I've gotta admit it's become my guilty pleasure keyboard. The build quality is surprisingly stellar for the price point, and the gasket-like mounts gives it this satisfyingly comfortable typing experience right out of the box. I really dig the little 1.17-inch screen on top that displays the time and date. It's not super functional, but adds a fun touch to my setup. The 4000 mAh battery life is superb, and I love being able to switch between Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz wireless, and wired connections. While it's not the fastest keyboard for competitive gaming with its higher latency, the hot-swappable PCB lets me experiment with different switches, which has been a blast for my keyboard hobby. One job, failed it. Corsair K70 RGB Pro. I had such high hopes for the Corsair K70 RGB Pro, but man, what a disappointment. While the RGB lighting looks fantastic with its per-key illumination and the build quality with the aluminum top plate feels premium, this keyboard has been plagued with issues. I've experienced freezing problems where the lights just lock up, forcing me to unplug and re-plug the keyboard multiple times a day. The device driver that comes with the Q software doesn't play well with my USB controller, causing constant headaches. Despite Corsair's attempt to fix these issues with firmware updates, the problems persist, and Amazon even pulled the launch model to replace it with a newer version. For a keyboard at this price point, having such basic reliability issues is just unacceptable. It had one job and failed spectacularly. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. For more videos like this in the future, remember to leave a like and subscribe. Alright, peace out.